Welcome back again. Today's another day. It's a beautiful day to work on the wrecker. And one of these days, this bumper right here is going to be finished. I gotta finish welding it, and then we gotta add some bars, some lights. Gotta beat that out to that line. But I gotta weld all this. So I'm gonna go ahead, do some fancy schmancy welding, show you guys my skills. Now I need to cut these off and make end plates. Something like that. So I'm gonna figure that out. Get my angles all correct. Cut it, slice it, make a plate on both sides, and then install it. After that, I've gotta work on those bars, so we'll put the winch in, and I've gotta get some hoops made so I can mount my Baja design lights. So, I need a straight edge so that I can make my pieces. I just cut me a flat edge. Now I can go ahead and mark out the sizing. Boom, look at you, look at you. The filler panels for the ends. Demery just informed me that you guys are gonna be sick of watching me weld. So welcome to the Robby's Welding Show. I just built this cute little panel. It's gonna go right here.
Sorry guys. An hour of Robby doing nothing but welding.
Yeah. Welcome to Robby's ASMR Welding, where we do nothing but weld for 30 minutes straight. Don't go anywhere. And now we have the exact same thing on the other side. So I think I want to put these Squadron Pros flush mounts in the bumper. It's just like that, or even, I like them offset. I think that'd be cool. Boom, boom. Something like that. I'm gonna grab some LP6s, and we're gonna start figuring out where the bars are gonna go. Baja Design lights are the best. Right, so I've got my 60-degree cheaters in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put about a 4-inch mark between them. Those are gonna be the start of my bends. I'm gonna make 2 of these the exact same. And the reason for that, I've got these Baja Designs LP6s. They're gonna go just like this. Boom, on both sides. And then we'll put a 40-degree bend over there, kick it down to the bottom. But I'm gonna have double bars, because I love doing double bars because it makes everything harder. So,
What?
Yeah, I just have to opt for stupid stuff. So we're gonna do double bars. That's what we decided. It is what it is. I didn't choose this bumper. It chose me. It chose me to be its plastic surgeon and redesign it into the beautiful, beautiful off-road 4x4 bumper that it is today. Now I gotta go relearn how to use my bender because last time it was proved that I need some help. So I'm gonna go learn that. So I'm laying this out right here. I'm adding 4 inches to the center. So both of my LP6s are gonna go right here. So I'm gonna start my bend 2 inches off of center both ways. I'm gonna be bending this way, so I'm gonna work from my center out. I'm gonna put a 40-degree bend over here somewhere. I just don't know where. So I'm gonna add an extra foot. So now I'm gonna measure this out, cut me 2 bars, screw those up, probably have to cut 2 more, but on the edit, my editor is gonna make me look good and it's gonna make it look like I did it in one shot.
Did you draw in the concrete?
Yes. So I'm gonna take my little tape measure over here to the bar. This is 1 3/4 welded tubing. I'm gonna measure from the end, 64 inches out. Boom, I'm gonna make a mark. All right, we hit 60 degrees on the first bend. Now we'll get this recombobulated and do the second one. Oh my gosh! It was definitely headed uphill. That'll be fine. Nobody will ever see it. It's quite the gap. Look at that! I would say that is perfect. Concrete's terrible. It's what it is. Concrete's bad. All right, so I've got my second bar bent out. I'm gonna get some 40-degree bends put on these and get this fit up on the top of the bumper so we can start getting those light mounts. All right, I just wanna remind you guys, today, Sunday, there's only today and tomorrow left of our Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. We're doing this a month early. We wanna make sure that every one of you get your items by Christmas. So last year we had a few issues. This year, we're not having that problem. So supplies are limited. Make sure you click the link in the description below. Get yourself some awesome Christmas gifts. We're doing 20% off store-wide. If you spend $50 or more, you're gonna be getting free shipping. If you hit $100 or more, you're getting an awesome sticker pack. So not only are you gonna get our original Robby Layton sticker, you're gonna be getting a Lamo sticker. You're gonna be getting a Bronx Star sticker, the Blow Tack and Stat It, that ain't going nowhere, and some of you might really want this one. There's a limited amount of sticker packs. Make sure you add the sticker pack to your cart. We've got some super awesome merch on the website right now. We've got our
Great fitting hoodie and a hat, and get yourself a sticker.
check this out. We've got our original black Robby Layton shirt. Fits great, it's a unisex, male, female. Buy one for your dog, we don't care. Just make sure you get yourself one. Save yourself 20%. If that's not good enough, he's got the wrong shirt on. So if you don't want that shirt, get yourself this shirt. Check it out, Bronx Star shirt. You guys will look just as good as Hillbilly wearing your Bronx Star shirt. If you don't want a Bronx Star shirt, don't worry, we got something for you. We've got our Heather Gray Robby Layton shirt. So whatever it is you guys are after, we've got you taken care of on our merch site. Make sure you click that link in the description, robbylayton.com. Get yourself 20% off site-wide until tomorrow night at midnight. Oh, we've also got black hats. Look at that, I almost forgot.
Patches. Velcro or non-Velcro to sew on.
We appreciate you guys clicking that link, heading over to the website, and supporting the channel. So let's get back to the video. All right, so it is Monday morning. As you can hear, I got a sinus infection over the weekend. I'm feeling kind of crappy. If I sound funny, just forgive me. It'll be gone in a couple of days. I'm not contagious, so you're not gonna get it, so don't worry. I've gotta finish this bumper up today. You know why? Well, because I've been working on it for like 2.5 days solid. Not only that, but I have 2 recoveries this week that I need to use this winch and this awesome bumper. So what I gotta do now is I'm gonna get these upper hoops built that I started. I've taken my Baja Designs light, I've held it up. I want the mount at 13 inches. So I've put a little jig on the ground. I want it 13 inches up, and I want it 32 inches center to center of tube wide. That puts it right on this brace here and right on this brace here. What that's gonna do is it's gonna allow me to weld it in solid. We're gonna have a really good mount to put the tube to, and it's just gonna look cool. So anyway, I've got it laid out here. I'm gonna show you what I did with tape. I took the tape and I made my center mark. I went 13 inches to the bottom. So you can see, got it all lined out. This is where I need my bend. I've made me a cheater that's 40 degrees. So I'm gonna cut this off, and I'm gonna use this to figure out where the start of my bends need to be. I'll transfer that over there. We'll put it up in the bender. We'll get this thing bent, and we're gonna be in business. All right, here's my 40-degree jig. I'm gonna use this in the future, so I'm gonna cut a notch. This shows me which side to start with. So I always put a V in my cheaters. That way I know which side is the start of the bend. And then this is the tail end of the bend. So I'm gonna lay it down on the piece I got on the floor, figure out exactly where my start point is, and I'm gonna get this thing bent. All right, I just wanna point out something that makes me human. I made a 40-degree cheater. I need a 30-degree. I'm trying to go to 90, not 100. So I did a 40-degree cheater. I'm gonna hurry and make a 30 because I'm going from 60 to 90, not 60 to 100. Welcome to Monday. All right, so I've taken my 30-degree bends and I've laid them out. Boom, look at that. So I got my mark over here. I'm gonna get set and I'm gonna bend. Then we're gonna lay it back down here and I'm gonna put marks where it needs to be cut. I'm gonna take this to 30 degrees. All right, we'll flip it over, do the other side, lay it back down on the ground and see where we need to cut it. All right, I think I wanna make sure this is level to the bumper. So I'm gonna put it up there, level it, and then make my marks rather than trying to cut off this tape. So I'm getting Hillbilly's help. I'm gonna cut those off, and this should work. Now, gonna bend the other side, then we weld.
What the frick was that?
That was my safety squint, so I don't get burnt. All right, I've got that sucker tacked. I don't want to fully weld it because I'm gonna adjust it to the face of this so that the bar is the same angle as this, but then it has to match the front one too, because I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little cute bars in there.
Oh my gosh, no, you're not.
Oh yeah,
Oh my god.
6 of them.
This bumper's never gonna get done. Ever.
That was really, really rude. The one person that's supposed to support my bad decisions is not supporting them. In order for my brain to be happy, this is gonna need 6 bars.
How about 4?
How about no? I gotta grab some pliers, we'll get that cut, and then this is gonna be my first piece. I'm gonna cut 4 of these, get them all lined out to where my front bar is the same as the rear. Just have to break this out, because I don't have a super deep bit. I need to buy some super deep bits from TMR, but I haven't. That'll get on the list of purchases today. Break already. This is a little bit of behind the scenes of what we go through. All right. Okay, now we can continue. Got it! This is gonna go in here. So the boss, she says I can't do 6, so I can only do 4. I'll figure it out, don't worry. I'm gonna cut 3 more of these.
So Robby is all about matching. There's 3 on the wrecker. Maybe we'll have to do 6. I don't know. I don't know how you match them if they're not the same. We got a problem. There's only 3 on the winches out there.
Well, but we have to have 4 because I'm mounting 2 lights to this one. So if there's only 3, I'm gonna compromise and go with 4 instead of 6. So this is from Certified Labs. This is heavy duty cutting and tapping fluid. We're gonna quit burning up bits. I'm just trying to get these where I want them. So I'm using some zip ties to kind of hold everything together. Got my upper bars where I want them. I've got my thingy-majiggers in between, and I have it where the face is the same. Jeremy thinks this is a big waste of time, but I like it. Now I will go ahead and space these 2 because these ones are going to be out here somewhere because I've got to build a bracket that's going to fit in between here that the lights will actually bolt to. So I'm going to do that on the plasma. It's going to end up being at 1/4 inch because that's what I have on the table. Ideally I would do it out of like 3/16, but not today. Today it gets to be overkill. All right, I'm going to create a bracket that goes on the top that holds the lights. Of course, I'm going to use my CAD. I'm going to put a lot of unnecessary little airframe cuts in it. All right, so I've got it all programmed up. I send it over to the table. We're going to get this burned out and we'll show you guys what it looks like. But I ended up doing circles because it doesn't need to be like structurally strong. It just has to look cool and hold some lights. All right, so this is the bracket I made. It's gonna hold the lights on each side. It's gonna weld up inside there. So I'm gonna hurry and finish cleaning it up, show you how it works. This will go right up in here. I'll get it into place. See, it's just like this little decorative, awesome bracket that just will hold the light perfect. All right, so I got both LP6 Baja Design lights installed. I got the bars installed. This thing is looking so good. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna hurry and disassemble it. Oh, sorry. I'm going to take my time and effectively, in a timely fashion, remove the winch and the 2 lights out of the bumper. Then I've got to beat this out straight, get that welded, weld up these bars, and then it's time to fit this back on the wrecker. So we've got to have this on the wrecker. We've got to have the winch mounted, fair lead mounted, and everything else to where I can take this on a recovery tomorrow for another video. But got a lot of stuff to do, but this bumper's finally gonna get done, and I'm super excited about it. So anyway, I'm gonna get to welding. All right, so I've got it all welded. Got the front pounded out, welded the best I could. Got the bars fully welded. I'm gonna flip it over, weld the inside back of this weld. Then we're pulling the wrecker in and getting this thing mounted.
Isn't that where the winch is supposed to be, not you?
No, this is my compartment. 5.5 days later. The bumper is built, welded, done. It's not fully done. Still gonna put some more flush mount lights in it, but not today. So we're gonna let it cool down for a minute because it's super duper hot. Once it gets cooled off, me and Hillbilly are gonna get it put on the wrecker. All right, so this is what you do with Fords that wiring has been messed with.
Any vehicle that wire's been messed with.
Yeah, you gotta pull the cable off so you don't have a dead battery. Standing tall and pretty.
Updated the bolts to new bolts, but went from a 1/2 inch to 9/16, so it holds the bumper on better. Now we just gotta get the bumper and get it put on.
There. All right, so we went to put this bumper on about 3 times. Finally decided these need not. So I'm gonna hurry and just plasma the corners out on both brackets, put them on, and hopefully it works. All right, we'll go test fit that and see if it works. Perfect. All right, they fit. So the notches worked. Now we're not gonna tighten these up until we get it in place. Take 27, last and final time.
I say take 2. All done. Drilling some drainage holes so it doesn't turn into a big, as Robby called it, fishing bowl.
All right, so we got a hole there and a hole here, both sides. So that ought to just drain all the water out of the fish tank. So we're gonna get that vacuumed up. Hillbilly's gonna get the fair lead and winch mounted, and I'm gonna work on the Baja Design lights. As soon as we get that in, we're gonna do winch all wired in, and this puppy will be ready for another recovery. All right, so we've got the winch mounted, the Baja Design lights mounted. We have the winch wired in. It's getting late, so we want to make sure that this thing works so that we can go on a recovery. We ended up taking the wires for the winch and putting them on the side posts of this Optima. So we've got those all tight. Terminals are all tightened in. Hillbilly's gonna hook that up, and we're gonna make sure that the winch works. We might need it tomorrow. Would you say it works? Don't forget, our Black Friday Cyber Monday sale ends tomorrow night at midnight. So make sure you guys click the link in the description, go get yourself some merch so that you can have all your awesome gifts by Christmas. So, as always, we appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, go check out this one.